Good morning, good morning. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Miss JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We got beautiful sun out here today, guys, in Charlotte. It's feeling good. And I hope everyone out there is feeling good. Today I want to talk about the Diamond Way Peppermint Soap, which is Diamond Way, Miss JJ Diamond's bestseller. I used to see me market my grandson. He was the reason, one of the reasons why I pushed it so hard. And I'll get to that in a moment. I'll tell y'all a story about that. He's no longer working with Diamond Way. The grandmother said that she didn't like our company and they didn't want him working for the company. However, he was paid of Miss JJ Diamond. Diamond Way, Miss JJ Diamond. So with that being said, but I still get to talk about the past, whether they like it or not, because I'm the one who created it. I'm the one who helped him through his allergies and kept him alive here while they left me with him for over almost a year. Okay. And you know, babies can't take allergy medication, especially when they little. And when I used to wash him with the Diamond Way soap, it would help open up his respiratory. It would help open up his nasal passageway. There was times that his allergies were so bad, and being that I have bad allergies, his father has bad allergies. It runs in the family quite as kept. I have bad allergies. My grandson has bad allergies. His father has bad allergies. My daughter has bad allergies. So it runs in the family. So I know what he was going through. And sometimes he would be sitting down just playing with his toys, and then he would just lay down, in the middle of the floor. He wouldn't be asleep. He just, the feeling is so unbearable when you're having an allergy attack. I would try to keep the carpets clean, make sure the sheets are clean, make sure there's no dust around, and he would still get sick, and that's because he didn't have antihistamine in him to block the allergens. However, I was able to take a antihistamine, and I was still feeling bad with the antihistamine, so I can imagine with him not taking anything, what the allergens was doing to him. However, when you have an allergy attack, you can also catch a fever. You feel like you're dying, actually, okay? It feels a little bit like the flu. Your body just gets real weak, tired, broken down, you're just a mess, okay? And it's hard to function. It's hard to drive. It's hard to work, unless you medicate yourself. And you don't know when them allergens are going to attack you. So, we try to be very cautious about the areas that we're in. Even when I go to work, I can go to work with an antihistamine in my body, and then it could be a allergen or dust mite that I run into at work, or it could be a product that I've touched, say laundry detergent or plug-ins. All of those hurt people with allergies, okay? And this is why I've created this company based on the people like me, okay? Now, there's some people out here that's not like me, and they still want to use pure essential oils infused in their products, okay? Reason being is because they care about their bodies. Granted, the people with allergies, we get it firsthand. We know what shouldn't be used. That's bad for us. And I tell the people at my job all the time, I do a lot of cleaning at the job when there's no other work to do. And I try to clean up and wipe down stuff. And I explain to them, I have an antihistamine in my body. Okay. So that antihistamine is blocking a lot of the dust mites. However, you don't. You're inhaling those dust mites on a regular basis, okay? Which is breaking down your immune system. Your immune system has to fight off every negative thing that comes into the body, okay? And if you break it down too much, you're susceptible to getting the flu. You're susceptible to getting COVID. You're susceptible to getting a whole bunch of things, okay, that you didn't expect. And you wondering why. I eat healthy. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Why is my body breaking down like this? The reason why is because once you have broken down your immune system, your body can't fight no longer. That's just like being in a ring with two boxers. Okay, two boxers are fighting. They at the 8th round. They tired. Okay? They tired, but they still fighting. They still fighting. By the time they get to the 12th round, one just falls to the floor like he can't take it no more. That's how your immune system works. That's why you have to keep your immune system built daily. This is why we have to detoxify daily. So I say that to say, if you're not helping your immune system fight, you're going to eventually break down your body anyway. And they wonder how people get sick that's healthy. That's how. Because your body needs to be assisted sometimes. So to avoid you breaking down your immune system, I've created this product to help the products fight for you. That way your immune system is chilling. So when it's time for something harsh that come through, your immune system will fight it off. People ask me why I never caught the COVID, and I'm around people every single day. I don't wear a mask. I keep everything clean, my hands clean. I don't carry around bacteria that can get all over my stuff. And lately I've been slacking. I've been slacking, okay? And I say that to say, not washing my hands as much. Because sometimes you forget, but you got to try to stay focused on it. Because there's still bacteria out there that can make us sick. Just like I had told y'all, I caught something. I still to this day don't know what it was. I don't know. It could have been an allergy attack because you can get a fever with an allergy attack. But normally when I get an allergy attack, it'll last anywhere from 3 to 5 days. However, this particular bug I had, whatever it was only 48 hours. And I was back snappy again, But I did need my pure essential oils to assist me in getting better. And I will never tell y'all a lie. I fought that 2-day bug with fluids and my essential oils. I don't have any medication inside of my medicine cabinet. None. It all expired. I threw it out and it's totally empty. It has nothing but pure essential oils in it. I'll never tell y'all a lie. I'll take a picture and put it on Facebook for y'all. And I was back ready in 48 hours. If I knew that I was getting sick, which you don't know, I would have infused myself prior. But I didn't know. And that's the problem. We don't know. We can't see the bacteria and the microorganisms that get into our bodies because they're so little. We can't pinpoint, that one is a sick one. We don't want that one. Get out of here. We can't do that. It's impossible. Unless we're walking around with a high-powered microglass And who's going to do that all day, every day? You just can't. So we create ways to fight off those negative bacteria through the products that we use. Some products feed the bacteria. Some products get rid of the bacteria. So this is why we use pure essential oils. I don't knock people for not knowing. This is why I talk about it. You need to know what you're doing to yourself. Granted, we have people out here that just don't have the knowledge or never even been to school to understand what's going on out here in the world. So what we do is we explain it to you guys so y'all can get on board. Sometimes it takes over 20 years for some people to actually get on board. They will continue to kill themselves, meaning with the things that they purchase and put into their bodies or take, instead of doing the research and listening to people to see what it has done for them. So that's why I laugh like at my grandson's grandmother when she was like, oh, we don't like the business. You don't have to like the business because there's a lot of people in the world that will and that does. And if you don't want to make money because your grandson is on he is the ambassador of the soap, that's not my issue. That's yours. So, I say that to say, not everybody is that smart. Not everybody went to school to know what things is right for the body and what things add up and what things don't. They're just angry because of the things that they've done to me. But you're not hurting me. You're hurting him. And the same with any other mother that has children that just use anything on their children. You have to be wary of the things that you put and use on your children. You want to make sure that it is natural. It's organic. These babies are catching cancer very early. And it's because the lack of knowledge of what their parents are giving to their children. The way they are raising their children. The way they're caring for their children. They think they're doing a good job, but if they don't have the knowledge, how can you do a good job? And then you say, how me? Why me? You as an individual have to do the research. You see the product. What is this about? We're trying to turn the world over to organic. The reason being because there was not pesticides when God was creating a Garden of Eden for them to eat from. And then people lived 300 to 600 years. Everything was organic. Meaning the way it grows. No pesticides, no nothing. Man felt like once time went on and man saw, oh my gosh. The bugs are eating up my vegetables. They're eating up the vegetables. That's costing me money. And I need to make a certain amount of money as God grows my fruit or my vegetables. So it was a money thing for them because they needed to feed so many people and make so much money. It wasn't growing fast enough. If it was growing fast enough, it was being attacked. In their eyes, it was being attacked. Plus, the organic process of growing is a little bit slower. There's no, what is it? Do grow. Oh, do grow. I don't know what it is called. Something grow for the plants to grow faster and bigger. No, we wanted to do it naturally. Like right now, I have peppermint leaf on my balcony growing. Okay, because God killed it with the Arctic freeze. Okay, his weather came through and all my plants died. But he also taught me something. Even though they died, I could bring them back. So he showed me a miracle throughout the process. Because they were all frozen, burnt up, killed over, brown. But now he's bringing them back for me. So he showed me his process. And part of me kept saying, bring them inside. And then I was like, no, I'm going to leave them out there. It's weather. These plants live in the weather. So I'm going to just leave it out there. I left it out there and I watched all my plants die. Some has came back and some hasn't. But what has came back is my pure herbs. So that's something that God needed to show me. My thyme came back. It's blooming just like it never died. And I'll show y'all a picture of that later. My peppermint tree is coming back, but they're babies. Now, yeah, I can go to the store. I can go to the nursery and go get some fast growth stuff. But then it wouldn't be organic. That's how fast you change the process of what is going in your products. It would no longer, by me going to the store buying something for it to grow faster, it is no longer organic. So I have to wait the process out. I was upset. I had to use the babies. I was making some soap for my neighbor. And I didn't want to give it to him with the without the peppermint leaf. So I said, okay. I said, God, forgive me. I need these babies. I need these babies. So I took the babies. I took 3 of them and put them in a soap. And then I looked at it and it looked real pretty. The 3 little babies in there. But it also hurt me because they didn't get to grow. So I'm going to have to continue to buy it from the store until these guys grow. To present the product that I needed to present. When God created earth, there was no doctors. They healed themselves with the things, meaning the trees, the plants that God set on this earth. And I'm going to say it again, those people lived 300 to 600 years. Granted, we have already been tainted. My daughter's father used to laugh at me when I would tell him, like, why would you taint my child? Because I had my daughter on a organic diet as she was growing up. And he would give her stuff, bad stuff, and I'd be so upset. I would pay for her bread. Okay, so she can have a slice of bread. I would pay, y'all wouldn't believe, $17 a loaf for her bread. It was Polano bread. Okay, I'm gonna buy her organic grapes. The eggs, I didn't buy organic back then. Now she has to have organic eggs. And this is something that she chose herself. Okay. I'm more organic than she is. Because she still eats meat. She eats a lot of, we can still buy meat that's organic. However, she likes quick stuff that she can process food. So, with that being said, it's hard to get processed food and organic. Somebody need to come out with that. Do we believe all the time that the food is organic? Well, we try to. We try to trust and believe. But with the same token, we still take a little extra precaution and clean our fruit and our vegetables with a wash to help kill any other bacteria that were on there, or try to kill the pesticide stuff that they put on there. We, as human beings, have to take control. Okay, and that's just what it is. We have to take control in what we're putting in our bodies. They give us choices, guys. It's not like they just given us all the bad food. They've given us choices. They said, okay, well, if you want to eat good, this is what you're going to pay to eat good. If you want to eat bad, feel free. It's there for you. But it's your choice. Like I tell people, I'm not going out there buying, all these fancy clothes and all that, because I can't afford it. The reason why I can't afford it is because the way I eat is very expensive. A bottle of my extra virgin olive oil, wait a minute, hold on, organic extra virgin olive oil runs me $25. Sometimes $30, depending on if there's no sale. And then the bottle is not enough to even fill up a pan if I wanted to fry some chicken. I don't eat fried chicken, but it's not enough. And that's just the facts. So who's going out buying a $200 outfit when I could spend that in the market, making sure I eat properly? I'm not going to come out the market with much, but I'm going to eat properly. It makes a difference. And what shows the difference is when you go to the doctor once a year and they take that blood work. And when that blood work come back and it says that everything is good in the range that it's supposed to be in, that's how you know you're doing what you're supposed to do. It was a curse and a blessing when the doctor told me, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're in your 50s. Your stuff is excellent. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. It was a gift and a curse. And I was like, oh my God, okay, I am doing right. But now that means I got to spend a lot of money all the time to survive. If I want to live. And it's hard. But this is just what it is. You have to choose. You have to choose. Do you want to be that one walking around with the fancy clothes and the fancy bags and the fancy cars, but you eating bad? Or do you want to be the one that's in the middle where you can afford a little bit of nice stuff, but your insides are wonderful. Your skin is wonderful. I was hanging out with a friend a couple of weeks ago. We went to play basketball. And when we came back, we was chilling and whatever, talking. You know, he touched my arm. He was like, "Oh my God, you're so soft." And I just looked at him and I was like, "Whoa, you telling me women are hard?" When guys tell me this, I just look at them crazy, you know. Because I'm like, well, the women that you talk to in your life or been friends with and you touch them, was their skin rough? It puzzles me. I said, well, my skin is like this is because I use my products. Plus, I've always took care of my skin. Even before I designed my products, I was a person that took care of my skin. If the body wash didn't give me a tingling sensation, I didn't want it. Because I knew my body wasn't clean. Where everybody, they use Dove, and not to shoot y'all down and all that stuff, you know, because I don't like to talk about other people's products and hurt them. Oh, the moisture. They talk about the moisture. They're putting all this stuff in to give you moisture when we already have moisture in our bodies. Our moisture comes from sweat. If your pores are open. If you notice, when you take a bath, you could be ashy. If you take a bath, the ashiness go away. The same way when your pores is open and you're able to secrete the water the way it's supposed to in your body, you're not going to be ashy. But if you're not secreting it properly, meaning all your pores are closed, what happens? They get clogged. So now you're not even able to get rid of the negative toxins that's in your body. Toxins come out of our bodies every single day. This is the purpose of why we take baths and showers. This is why we stink when we sweat sometimes. Because those toxins are bad. They're dead. Some of them. This is why we bathe. To get the nasty toxins off of us. But if you got them all clogged in your body and they can't get out, what do? They sit in there. Some stay alive and grow. Only God knows what they can be. So we must keep our pores open so our bodies can do the jobs that they need to do. It's just like a car. If you don't have gas in it, it's not going to run. If there's no transmission fluid, the transmission is not going to run. So that's what happens to our bodies. If you don't take care of it, it don't want to run. It don't want to do what it's supposed to do. Now the doctor's got to give you medication to help it. Because you broke it down. Did our government know that this was going to happen? No, they didn't. They just knew that we needed to be able to feed all of these people and make a way for them to be able to eat. because we don't own farms. And some people choose not to grow their own food. Back in the native days, people had their land and grew their own food. But now we done got to the point where we're eating out, or we're going to the markets. And then you got to choose wisely what markets you want to shop at, because you don't know if they're doing stuff right. There was one market, it was a story I had read. I forgot the name of the market. That they was getting meats. They was doing something, it was old, getting old. They would do something to it to make it look right. And then put it back out there, so somebody can buy it. So you got to be able to trust your markets too. These are the people that's feeding you. Now, some of my friends are saying to me, like, I will go over to the fresh market. Their food is so expensive, okay? The Italians run the meat department, okay? And, you know, when I was growing up, the Italians was big on having